Hi, welcome. Good to see you all here. There's so many things you could have done instead of showing up for Facebook Live. Could have read a book or played a game, walked or go for a drive. You could have cooked a meal from a new recipe, text your apology, but you showed up for me, and I like it. 'Cause 100 things you could have gone. Say you just lost track of time. You could have dyed your hair or wrote a song, watched some Netflix, Hulu, or Prime, done a webinar or a Zoom somewhere. Text, I'm so sorry, but you showed up for me. Oh, and I like it. Hi, welcome and thank you for coming tonight. It's a freezing night here in Jersey. Nice to see you all here. Ellen, Alexandria, Allison, oh my goodness, all the way from Canada. I shouldn't complain about it being cold because it's really cold out there, up there. And Etta, welcome. And Marge, hi. It's been a rough week, right? Rough week. Things are going to get better. You have to remember that you make it better. A lot of people ask me when I'm doing a song or I talk about a song that I wrote, where it came from. Songs for me usually come from the title. It's the title that for me really inspires the songs. Titles are very important. Years and years ago, I just heard this title in my head called Someone Else's Children on My Knee. Not everybody is meant to be a mother or a father. There are what I like to call the pinch hitters, the ones that come in and give the relief to the real thing. And so I saved it, like I save all my song title ideas. And eventually it did show up. And that's what I'm going to do for you right now. This song is called Someone Else's Children. My life is full and I never made the time to have a family or a child of mine. Too busy living my priorities. I'm going to start that again because I just drew a blank. My life is full and I never had the time to have a child or a family of mine. Too busy living my priorities. A relative or friend may call, who needs to get away from it all. Drop off the kids, enjoy the release. I put their minds at ease. Someone else's children on my knee. Someone else's joy not meant for me. And if I had my own, I would not be free to have someone else's children on my knee. Do 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 da 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 da. give them undivided attention. We escape to a child's dimension, pretend that I'm a cowgirl, queen, or clown. Sometimes we'll read to feed a curious mind. Sometimes we'll color outside the line. Build Lego castles, then knock them down, and build a nest upon the ground. Someone else's children on my knee. Someone else's joy, not meant for me. And if I had my own, I would not be free to have someone else's children, someone else's children on my knee. I'm not angry, sad, nor bitter. Long accepted, I'm a pinch hitter. Was not meant to be in for the whole game. No wasted time wishing and hoping. One door closes, another door opens. Career and travel, I stake my claim, but no child has my name. Someone's children on my knee. Someone else's joy, not meant for me. And if I had my own, I would not be free to have someone else's children on my knee. Someone else's children on my knee. So that's the way sometimes songs go. You write the title down, and eventually one day it just starts to flow through you, and you start to live it. And that's how the song came to be. I drew a blank in the beginning of it. I'm so sorry, but that happens sometimes. I just space out. I'm going to do a song for you now that's called That's How I Feel Today. And this song is, it's kind of an empowering song about, in a relationship, sometimes you navigate how you get along, how you're going to respect each other, how you want to be giving to the other person, but you don't want to be taken for granted. You know what I'm talking about? Myself, I like to be giving, but I definitely get a little feisty when I feel like maybe it's not being appreciated, and I'm sure the other person feels the same way. So this song is called That's How I Feel Today, because sometimes I just have the feeling that I just want to be devoted to the other person, and I don't want to have to think about what it means. I just want to do it. So it's kind of a fun song. Let's see. I'll fry your eggs for you. I'll shave my legs for you. I will do anything you want. Won't make you beg. Oh no. Well, I might not feel this way tomorrow, but that's how I feel today. Oh, massage your feet for you, turn up the heat for you. We'll talk about anything you want. I won't compete, not much. Well, I might not feel this way tomorrow, but that's how I feel today. Forget politics and news. We'll do what you choose. I'm usually multitasking. I'm yours just for the asking. Yeah, today I'll kiss your toes for you. I'll strike a pose for you. I'll turn around and show you where the wild goose goes. Ooh. Well, I might not feel this way tomorrow, but that's how I feel today. Relationships are complex, too much talk, not enough sex. Keeping it real, no faking. I'm yours just for the taking. Today I'm feeling good, so just enjoy my mood. Tomorrow I might have a less devoted attitude, 'cause life can get so complicated that I don't make time to play. Well, I might not feel that way tomorrow, but that's how I feel today. Oh, yeah. That's how I feel today. Oh, I wonder where that's coming from. But you know, those of us that grew up in the '60s and '70s with the women's movement, and when women were starting to explore their roles and defy the norms, there was a lot of confusion about what was feminine, what was professional, what was human, and crossing lines all the time. And so we had a hard time figuring stuff like that out. Now, at this part in my life, it's just a wonderful comfort to just say, I'm just going to do it as I feel. And sometimes I feel like, nah, I'm just totally into me today, nothing else. But then there's other days where I just feel like being free to do what I want to do. And sometimes I really want to show love, however I want to show it. So if I got a little naughty, too bad. A lot of you have been kind enough to, and I hope enjoyed downloading this free ebook that I wrote about this thing called Bloom. I finally came upon a definition of it, which is basically to mature into achieving your full potential no matter what your age. And the beautiful thing about that is the fact that it never stops. So you never really stop growing and stop achieving, because once you start to expand your sensibilities, it just spills over into everything else you're doing. And it's a constant evolution. I have honeysuckle that grows outside. I don't do a thing to it. It just comes every year, just keeps coming back. And that's really what Bloom is all about, just always in that state of expansion. One of the things that hangs us up, and I know I have problems with this, is this expression called the frog. Eat your frog. Did you ever hear that? Let me look. Lee. Oh, yes, cute little ditty. The frog is meaning the thing that you've been trying to do for quite a while, and you're just not getting to it. You're just not doing it. You really don't want to do it. It has to get done. And in fact, it has to get done by you. But you don't want to do it. it's too big, it's too boring, it's just not something you want to do. And I put taxes at the top of the list. That's the frog. And when I say I have to eat my frog, that means I have to get those taxes done, probably waiting all the way up until March. But then other people talk about things like just cleaning out closets or redoing cupboards or clearing their desk of all the clutter. Decluttering is a huge thing. The expression is called eat the frog. I find success when I just break it down into little pieces, little steps, and eventually it does get done. So I wrote a song last night, and bear with me because it's the first time I'm doing it, and there's audience participation. So when I get to it, I'll tell you what I want you to do. Now, let me think. So, you've been putting off doing an important thing. You let it control you like a puppet on a string. Hours to days, weeks to months. Now you're in a panic because it's hit you all at once. Well, you can't get started. You don't want to do it. That's just too bad. You gotta get down to it. You gotta eat that frog. You go, what'd you say? You gotta eat that frog. What'd you say? You can slice it, dice it, or just barbecue. Eat that frog before the frog eats you. Ooh. You've been shutting your eyes to the task at hand. You think it'll get done by a genie command. Tax returns and messy closets, desks and drawers and whatchamacallit. It won't happen by wishing and hoping. Get your ass in gear and just stop that moping. Gotta eat the frog. What'd you say? You gotta eat the frog. What'd you say? You can slice it and dice it or just barbecue. Eat that frog before the frog eats you. Now, this part is different. You're going to answer me and say, eat that frog. Ready? You're getting bigger and fatter. Eat that frog. Serve it up on a platter. Eat that frog. A little bites till you're done. Eat that frog. Celebrate and have fun. Eat that frog. Stop procrastinating. Eat that frog. Too damn frustrating. Eat that frog. It ain't going away. Eat that frog, get started today. Eat that frog, you can slice it or dice it or just barbecue. You gotta eat that frog before the frog eats you. Eat that frog. Etta, I see. Kristen, do you guys ever hear that expression before? Oh, look at you're typing it in. What'd you say? Yeah. So I'm imagining that I'm hearing you go say, eat that frog. You go, what'd you say? And it would be so fun if we could do like a video of this and just have all these faces popping up and go, what'd you say? I said, eat that frog. What'd you say? You can slice it or dice it or just barbecue. You gotta eat that frog before the frog eats you. What do I mean the frog eats you? Because when the thing gets too big and it's just bothering you, it starts to weigh on your mind. It's just got to get done. I'm trying to get these grants written right now. I don't want to do it. I just don't like doing it. It's just exercising the wrong side of my brain. I don't like doing it, but I want to do it. It's going to help me with some of the business that I'm working on. That's my frog right now. And I'm aware every day I get up and I say, the first thing I'm going to do is work on that. And then I get sidetracked. I'm very aware when I'm doing it. I'll let you know when I finish. You guys got a frog, anybody? Want to put it in there? Hey, I'm playing Marge, you would be good on this song. That's true. That's true. You know, I spent a lot of time playing standards, and I just figured I would start to include a couple of standards in my repertoire. This is a song. I hope my friend Larry Rolla is watching because this is a song he turned me on to. I'm going to try to do some songs each week that you haven't heard that are not that common. This is a song, Con. I never heard it. Con, Harry Axe, and Richard Whiting. It's called Guilty. Love the standards here. So it goes like this. Is it a sin? Is it a crime? Loving you, dear, like I do. If it's a crime, then I'm guilty. Guilty of loving you. Maybe I'm wrong, dreaming of you, dreaming a lonely night through. If it's a crime, then I'm guilty. Guilty of dreaming of you. What can I do? What can I say after I've taken the blame? You say you're through, you'll go your way, but I'll always feel the same. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, loving you, dear, like I do. If it's a crime, then I'm guilty. Guilty of loving you. You say you're gone now, but I'll always feel the same. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, loving you, dear, like I do. If it's a crime, then I'm guilty. Guilty of loving you. I know why my mama taught me to be true. I prayed each night for someone exactly like you. Why should I spend money on a show or two? No one does those love songs exactly like you. You make me feel so good. I wanna spend the world to you. You make me understand each foolish dream I'm dreaming, scheme I'm scheming. Not why my mama taught me to be true. She meant me for someone exactly like you. You make me feel so good. I wanna spend the world to you. You make me understand each foolish dream I'm dreaming, scheme I'm scheming. I know why my mama taught me to be true. She meant me for someone. She meant me for someone. She meant me for one, exactly like you. I do love the standards. I learned so much music, so much about music and so much about lyrics when we used to do a lot of standards. Now, I want to remind you, you can still get the free ebook if you haven't gotten it. And if you have gotten it, I would so love to hear from you what you think about it. Is it enlightening you at all? Is it giving you some ideas? Because if you've got frogs to do, sometimes those frogs happen to be the very thing you really need to do and you really want to do, and it's your passion. And I'm just going to say, Allison, I read what you said. My frog is copper. I know what that means, but I'm not going to explain it. I wrote for those of you who are subscribed, I wrote an email about it and told you that Mark Twain had an expression, and we're going back to the mid 1800s when he said, if you got to eat a frog, eat it in the morning. And if you have two frogs to eat the bigger one first. So that's how long that we've been dealing with stuff like this. I also want to say that I'm doing open Zooms. I call them Bloom Zooms, as if the world needs any more Zooms, right? Overwhelmed with it. But I call my things Bloom Zooms. Tuesday nights at 7, we talk about different topics. But on Saturday at 3 o'clock, you're welcome to come. Just go to my website and you'll see a thing there, and there's something you push and it'll take you to my Zoom, and we're just going to talk, meet each other, and exchange ideas. Things that are important to us, things that are working for us, what are we dealing with? I have learned so much. There's just, guys, you're amazing. The bloomers are amazing. We need more of you. So, we need more of us. Let's say that. Next week, I'm going to have a special guest. I'll just keep you guessing. She's one of you out there, but I'm not going to tell you who she is, because I like to start bringing people up to do their bloom and explain to us how they got there. Don't put it off. There's so many ways to procrastinate and let your dream become a cloud in the mist. But don't you ever think that it's too late. Put yourself at the top of the list. You gotta think big, smart, think small. Start small, and you know what to do. You gotta show up for you, 'cause you like it. You gotta show up for you, 'cause you like it. But you showed up for me, and I thank you. So come and see me tomorrow night at 7, Saturday at 3. Go on my website. If you're not on it, I would love for you to subscribe and get the ebook. And I'd just love to hear more from you about what's important to you. So thank you, everybody. Be safe, be healthy. Thank you for coming.